today's episode of You Name It and I Play, we're going to be playing this Budew Poison Box deck that kind of reminds me of Cloth Terapagos. That's all about item locking your opponent while dealing damage through poison. So let's check it out. So the start of the deck is Budew. Budew with that itchy pollen attack of course does 10 damage and item locks your opponent. So we have Brute Bonnet here as well as Binding Mochi. So Budew can actually start dealing 60 damage through the poison. The reason why I say it kind of reminds me of Cloth Terapagos is it's basically the Cloth Terapagos deck without the cloth. You're playing one Terapagos, one Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, and Wellspring Mask Ogerpon is here to retreat lock your opponent. Another cool strategy with this deck is to spread damage through the poison and Budew, and then finish out the game with the TMD evolution. So let's get into our game plan. Our game plan with this deck is pretty simple. We want to start with Budew and take KOs by slowly damaging your opponent with Budew. Terapagos is not one of your main attackers since Terapagos is mostly here also just for area 0, but it can be a great attacker. We also have Munkidori, prevents your Budew from being KO'd through Toxic Powder because of poison, and it also damages your opponent's Pokemon. And most of the time you want to finish up the game with Ursaluna, and like I said, if you're really struggling or you just need to stall off your opponent until you can win the game, then using Wellspring Mask is also very good. So let's get into the more specific cards because there are a lot. We're playing one Terapagos EX, one Pecharunt with the Toxic Subjugation ability, so we can donk our opponent. It's also just a strong card in general to deal extra damage. One Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, one Iron Bundle, two Brute Bonnet, one Bloodmoon Ursaluna, one Latias EX, one Squawkabilly EX, three Budew, two Munkidori, one Fezandipiti, and one Pecharunt EX to make the donk potential just a little more real, as well as being a pretty good way to deal with Maractus. Moving on to our trainers, we're 4 Arven, 2 Counter Catcher, 2 Counter Gain, which is also good with not only the baby Pecharunt, but also with Wellspring Mask Ogerpon as well as Ursaluna and Terapagos, so Counter Gain has a lot of value in this deck. 3 Night Stretcher, 1 Precious Trolley, 4 Nest Ball, 3 Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, 2 Boss's Orders, 3 Iono, 3 Area 0 Underdepths, 2 Earthen Vessel, 2 Budew PAF, 2 Gravity Gemstone, 3 Binding Mochi to increase the poison damage, 2 Ultra Ball, 1 Switch, and 1 Team De-Evolution. And then for energy, 4 Darkness Energy. One card I really wanted to point out is the Gravity Gemstone. Gravity Gemstone is very good with Budew. Bossing up or counter-catchering up something your opponent doesn't want in the active, slapping a Gemstone on Budew can be just as good as retreat locking it. So don't underestimate this card. The full list will be on screen right now. Make sure if you want to be featured in my next episode of You Name It and I Played, to let me know down below what card or deck you might want to see in the next episode, and maybe I'll check it out for you. And if you want to join my channel Discord server, check the link down in the description below to join. Alright, with that, let's get into our first match. Alright, it looks like we are going second. You want to go second with this deck because of Precious Trolley and, of course, Budew. We have Latias as our starts, that's pretty good. We have Budew PAF in our hand. So we should be able to do a lot of things. We also have Arven, so this should be a pretty good turn. Alright, they just pass here. I guess we're... Oh, no, yeah, I think I Arven. Get Trolley and Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. There's a Brute Bonnet there. There's Budew. Yeah, okay, so we should have everything we need here. Precious Trolley. Let's get Budew, Brute Bonnet, Munkidori. Actually, though, we just barely. We're just barely not able to donk the to hit the impotent to donk it, but yeah, that's it is what it is. Let's get Munkidori, Brute Bonnet. What else? I guess getting a Terra type is pretty good to increase our bench size. So Wellspring would probably be the best one. No, against this deck it might not be like this, and then maybe get an Iron Bundle. Oh wait, we can. Of course, I'm going second. Wait, I can just attack. Yeah, we can do this. Hyper Blower. Yeah, this is pretty sick. So we can Binding Mochi. We can retreat into Budew. I'm gonna Earthen Vessel away. Probably Budew PAF and just get 2 energy. So I have an energy to attach. Let's put it here. Let's Toxic Powder and let's just Itchy Pollen. And because of weakness and poison, take a knockout. Yeah, completely forgot about the poison, about weakness. So taking a knockout on the Impidimp feels pretty good here. They do have the Stadium, but still, this feels pretty good. Pretty good position here. We have Munkidori, so we can move off some of the damage here. We have an Ultra Ball as well as a Boss's Orders. So, oh, they're gonna get a PAF in, but that's not playable. So, I think this turn, we're gonna have a pretty good turn again. I guess I'm just gonna Boss's Orders up the Impidimp and just do the same thing. And the funny part is if they just don't do anything extra, they don't bench another Impidimp, I can just Night Stretcher next turn for Iron Bundle and do this Loki. Just getting Iron Bundle here just seems really, really, really good. Let's Night Stretcher for Iron Bundle. Munkidori 2 from Budew onto Fez. Retreat. Oh shit, I did not meant to retreat. I don't know why I thought I had to retreat. You gotta be joking me. Nah, not like this. This has to be from the bench. Don't have a way to switch now. Okay. Pecharunt doesn't do it for me. Gotta be kidding. Why did I throw the game? Oh, that's so unfortunate. Guess I'll promote Munkidori or something? I don't know why I thought I had to retreat. I wanted him to retreat. Yeah, that's definitely a misplay. I don't really want to Iono here. I guess if I Iron Bundle, I can Ultra Ball, get... Yeah, what do I get? Baby Pecharunt, but still I can't go into Baby Pecharunt. I do play Switch, but it is just one. I guess Iono. I'm not sure if that was correct. Maybe if I found the Switch it is. We did not. Oh, that's such... Okay, well that's completely on me. If that... Yeah, that's... Oh, this is... I just went from one of the best positions ever to kind of throwing the game. And our opponent still concedes. Okay, this is a weird match. Let's take it, I guess. Until I made the misplay, it felt really good. I think if I didn't make the misplay, we'd probably win that game. I mean, I don't know how it was going to turn out, of course, after a while. But I don't know, it felt pretty good. So let's go into our second game. We have a pretty good hand. We're going second, so we have a pretty decent hand. And that is our Chaladon EX. I haven't seen that deck in quite a while. This should be interesting. Okay, so they attach an energy, put down some tools, and they pass. Let's get Trolley in here. Oh, Trolley is priced. I guess we get Nest Ball then. And Binding Mochi. No. Let's get Gravity Gemstone. Because we already have so many tools in hand. Guess we get Latias. Tag. Budew twice. So annoying that the Radon just like exactly KOs. And Venture Bomb also. Oh, it's just KO'd. Never mind then. Let's put this here. Let's retreat. Let's Toxic Powder, and we just only swing for 20, unfortunately, but yeah, it's the best we got now, so it is what it is. Yeah, they just they just hammer in, take a knockout on Budew. That's fair. With our hand, this is gonna be pretty interesting. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do here. I guess we promote Latias first. Find a darkness energy. It's not really doing anything. I guess I could Ultra Ball, maybe try and get... just get Fez, draw some cards, since I just don't really have anything in hand right now. Flip the script, Iron Bundle, Arven. I guess Gravity Gemstone is something. Nest Ball and Mochi. What do we get with Nest Ball? Munkidori? Yeah, I guess Munkidori. We get Munkidori, we Iron Bundle. We attach an energy to Dory, we Hyper Blower, then we retreat into Budew, Toxic Powder, Gravity Gemstone, and then just pray they don't have like a retreat. Yeah, we just Gemstone here, retreat, Toxic Powder, and we just swing. And then next turn we can move 20 off of the Budew, probably onto Duraludon, and hopefully, yeah, just probably onto Duraludon and hopefully stall them enough and to stall them for long enough so that they don't get an Archaludon. I guess that's the game plan now. Okay, so it looks like they just pass. Okay, so we just Adrenabrain, move 20 on Duraludon. I don't know what to get with Arven here. Guess I just Itchy Pollen again. Looks like they attach an energy to Wooloo. They might start smacking, but the Wooloo, not smacking. They are just gonna retreat into their Duraludon and take a knockout on Budew, which is kind of unfortunate. But I guess, yeah, it makes sense. Duraludon is basically, I think this is like in one of the decks. I mean, isn't that bad? I guess it's because the resistant, that's like, it's not that great, but yeah, let's promote Latias. Okay, so we can flip the script first. There's Wellspring. Loki, Wellspring just KOs here. I guess it's actually not that bad. Do this. Get to these. Wait, I can just get counter gain. Mind. I can just do this and then... No, I can't because of Mochi. Never mind. Counter get sure still good to get though. Need an energy for this. Let's retreat into Wellspring. Alright, and let's take a knockout on Duraludon because of poison. And pray they don't have anything next turn. I guess they're never gonna get an Archaludon. So that's, I mean, that's good. So it's not looking too bad for us right now. Let's take our prize card. Earthen Vessel. Curious what they'll do now, since they don't have a lot to work with. It does look like they just pass here. Alright, so what do we do in this situation? Guess Adrenabrain. Move 20 off of the Wellspring onto Wooloo. Now Counter Catcher doesn't work though, but sure. Let's do this. Take a prize card. We have Boss's Orders. I guess if we get Budew back, Counter Catcher up Fez and then Itchy Pollen. This would be a moment where I would rather have something like, where I'd really appreciate having a Binding Mochi. But I guess it's still not a bad play though. Let's get Budew. Let's boss up Fez. Yeah, we can poison, we survive because of Munkidori, so. Toxic Powder. And let's just Itchy Pollen. And Binding Mochi would have been pretty good here, but they have a 2-card hand. I guess, I don't think they're gonna be able to do a whole lot here. They just attach an energy and pass, alright. Bloodmoon Ursaluna is not really gonna cut it here. Let's move 2 off of Budew onto Fez. That's Itchy Pollen. Just 10 again. Alright. Yeah, they seriously don't have a lot here. So they get a Nest Ball and a Power Glass, but they can't play Nest Ball. They have an energy in hand, so they can actually take out Budew if they really wanted to. But then they would give us access to Fezandipiti, and I mean, there's a real chance that we just actually find it. Okay, so they do go after Budew. Now in this scenario, I'm definitely going to promote Latias again. I am questioning, do I go for Budew? I think Budew just is too good not to do here. I'm going to flip the script first. There's another Budew and a Counter Catcher. I don't want to promote the Zamazenta just because of the resistance. I think I'm gonna Counter Catcher up the Wooloo. Another Munkidori doesn't really do much, does it? Nah. I guess I can bench it though. Nah, I'm gonna leave it like this. Gonna retreat into Budew. Toxic Powder, and then I'll just Itchy Pollen. Yeah, I guess like this. They just pass it over to us. We draw Iono. Iono. And that doesn't really do a whole lot. Let's move 2 off of Budew onto Fez. Let's put down a... Do we put down Munkidori now? No, I think we still just wait. I think we just Itchy Pollen again, just wait. Ooh, so they do have an Iono of their own. Probably top deck that, so it's unfortunate that our big hand goes away like this, but it is what it is. They have a 3-card hand, so I'm doubting if they even have something to work with, and they don't, so that's good for us. We can still kind of do the same thing here. Do we just knock out the Wooloo now? at this point. Kind of want to counter catcher up the Zamazenta though. I think I'm gonna Iono again. And try and hope. I mean, counter catcher is probably on the bottom of our deck. There's a Nest Ball though. Yeah, I know he had a bad hand, but sure. It's lucky day. Let's get this so we can shuffle the deck. That's Kinda wanna counter catcher up Zamazenta though. I know that the only one we have left is in our deck, so definitely gonna Dread Brain. Probably 20 on Zamazenta? I guess? And Itchy Pollen to take a knockout on Wooloo. That's fine. Let's take a prize card. Precious Trolley, pretty useless. I think we should still be fine. If we take out the Zamazenta and the Fez, we just win. So I think I still think we're in a pretty darn good spot and we win here. So they're gonna flip the script. There goes the energy. They play Arven, they get Nest Ball and Choice Band. Okay, so they benched another Zamazation and they attack with Zation. They wanted to put the damage on Wellspring, which they cannot do. So they misread that, since it's a Terra type. That's good for us. Let's promote Latias. I think we want to get in with Ursaluna now. Cards from their discard pile. Oh, of course, Power Glass. Yeah, sure. I think we want to get in with Ursaluna now. So let's Trolley for Ursaluna. We have Switch in hand, so we should have a pretty dominant and good position here. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. I think I'm just gonna retreat into Ursaluna. Attach. And just take a knockout. 240. Swing. And take 2 prize cards. And I'm not sure, but they might not have an answer to this. And if they don't, then I think we just win here. We have a switch. We can switch. Retreat back into Ursaluna and take a KO and whatever they promote, and then we just win the game here. So it's a lot of puzzling with this deck, stalling with Budew and put the damage counters on a lot of Pokemon, using the Wellspring. It's a really fun deck. It's a really fun deck. It really reminds me of the Claw Terapagos deck. I know I've probably mentioned this like 5 times already, but it really does, and I really like that deck. So glad there's some way of playing it now. There goes a Nest Ball. Yeah, Fezandipiti doesn't get them the prize cards. The Reladon now doesn't. Okay, I guess they're just hoping I don't have Switch. They might have an Iono. If they have an Iono, then I would need to find an Arven or a Switch, just like that. So or Pecharunt, which I also have in hand. They switch. Oh, into Fez. Oh, okay. I think I see what they're going for, but at the same time, I can move off damage with Munkidori. I can retreat into Wellspring. And then I'm really close. So this gives me another out. If they take out the Pecharunt, okay, then I know. But then they give me Fez. Okay. Swinging with Fez here doesn't seem like the play. Like, I don't think it seems like the play at all, since they give me another out, because if they knock out the Pecharunt, I can use Flip the Script. If they put damage on something, I can, for example, double Munkidori, and then just retreat into Wellspring and swing with Wellspring for 70 because of poison. So whatever they do here, this was definitely not the play. They should have really stuck here, with Zacian. It is that we already have switched, so it really doesn't matter. And with Pecharunt in hand, but, you know, just saying it was definitely not the correct play. Let's draw for turn. That's boss's orders. It doesn't matter. So let's do this, get back into our Ursaluna, and let's just take a KO and win the game like that. So that will be the video. Unfortunately, it was a little bit shorter. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I really do enjoy the deck. Hopefully you got a good showing. You can also donk turn 1, by the way. Didn't see it in this video, but that can also work. So make sure if you do like the video to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be featured in my next episode of You Name It and I Play It, let me know down below what card or deck you might want to see, and maybe I'll check it out for you. And if you want to join my channel Discord, check the link down in the description below to join right there. And if you want to see a crazy Gyarados Rockets Venture Bomb deck, check out the video right here and I'll see you there.